Hey guys, this is Karthika Kantwal from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily dose of charts for tomorrow's trading session, consisting of the usual daily discussion, the equities charts and the index outlook for tomorrow. Now, before we go on to the new trades, as usual, let's discuss on what we had today. The indices, well, I told you guys yesterday this expiry could be pretty exciting, and it was very exciting indeed. You could have caught, pretty much the entire thing, the longs and the shorts, everything, if your zones were right and if your entry method was aggressive enough. I personally managed to catch close to 320, 330 points on Bank Nifty. But I know people who got a lot more, so it was definitely a good trading session, and I hope the same goes for you. But sadly, the watch list side of things, or the equity side of things, we had a red trading session where we had two stop loss hits and a target being met. So the green streak of the watch list of this week, it has now ended, but still the entire week continues to be in considerable green on the watch list side of things. Now moving on to the new trades that we have for tomorrow, starting with the first one, that is JSW Steel. JSW Steel is quite honestly a very simple role reversal trade. We are going to enter at a resistance turn support now at 285, stop loss at 282, and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Next on the line is Jubilant Foods. Now, Jubilant Foods, if you look at this up move, you might say, it is somewhat of a rounding top information, and you won't be entirely wrong. It is more or less of a rounding top information, but as with patterns, you cannot trade them while they're in formation. You have to only trade the breakouts of those patterns. Now the breakout, if this was to become a rounding top, the neckline would be at 2240. So we're going to enter a long at 2265 at the nearest swing point and the demand zone, with the stop loss going at what can possibly be the neckline for the pattern near 2240, and ideal targets 1% on the upside. A pretty tricky trade this one, but let's see how it goes. Moving on to the next one, that is Tata Steel. Tata Steel, we have a very high quality demand zone at 365, which has been the originating point of multiple impulse advances. And if you look at this high low pattern, then you might have a cup and handle with the neckline going at 344 and the handle being in making right now. But again, as with patterns, you cannot trade the formation but only the breakouts. So we're going to take a trade on the basis of a demand zone and phase analysis theory, with the nearest swing point at 365 and quality demand zone being at the same point. Stop loss going at 360 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Moving on to the next one, Bajaj Auto. Bajaj Auto is again a very simple trade. You can see it is a very, very strong resistance at 3100, which has been respected multiple times in the entire month of September, even August a couple of times. So that is exactly where we want to enter our trade, at 3100 short, stop loss at 3135 and ideal targets 1% on the downside. Moving on to the final equity script that we have is ACC. Now ACC is again in a very, very strong uptrend all the way since it broke this range of 1430, and it has made new highs. So this time we are going to go for a long at a pullback. It's not really aggressive long would be at 1500, but we are going slightly conservative here because the market has seen a corrective day today. So just because you cannot be very certain if that is being continued tomorrow or not, we are going for conservative entry point here at 1480, stop loss at 1465 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. Coming to the index side of things, which is something that I like to discuss, as you all know by now. Starting with Nifty first. Coming to the charts first, it has closed at an important zone at 11650 to 11675. This 25 point zone is crucial. If that zone is being sustained, we can see a smooth 75 to 100 points up move tomorrow till the next zone at 11750. Or if that is not being sustained, we can see a smooth 75 point down move till the next zone at 11600. So either way, it seems to be a good 75 point move on Nifty that is easily tradable if you are aggressive enough in your entries. Coming to the option chain side of things, we have immediate resistance at 11700 with roughly 530,000 added contracts, significant at 11800 with 909,000 added contracts. On the support side, we have 11600 with 600,000 added contracts, and significant support at 11500 with 560,000 added contracts. Now, the option chain is pretty fresh right now, so no strong bias there. The PCR, although, comes to be at 0.83, which is moderately bearish, not aggressive enough for you to look for, highly aggressive short entries basically. but it's also not neutral enough to go for aggressive long entries. So as I said, prefer to trade this very zone on Bank Nifty 650 to 675. 25 points ka zone hai. Either way, if you're observing candle body structure and getting a price action confirmation in the first 30-45 minutes, you can go for a good RR scalp trade on Nifty tomorrow. Moving on to the next one, Bank Nifty. Now Bank Nifty, we have fewer zones, few and far in between, but the immediate zone comes at 23,250. Again, this is the important zone because either way, up or down, you have a smooth 300 points ka move. So let's see. Again, I would suggest you to enter a trade near the pullback at that very zone and then observe price action at that level and then decide your stance. Coming to the option chain for tomorrow, it is immediate resistance at 23,000 with almost 200,000 added contracts, and significant resistance at 23,500 with again 200,000 added contracts. Support immediate at 23,000, same level with 244,000 added contracts. Now key thing to be noted is 23,000 pe calls and puts both have been written very aggressively. So either way it can swing, and that is going to be the decisive level for Bank Nifty for 100-150 points move either side. On significant support you have 22,500 with 195,000 added contracts. The PCR comes out to be at 0.77, which is neutral. So Bank Nifty may no aggressive entries for tomorrow unless you are very sure of your own trading system. Now this marks the end of today's video, guys. Hopefully I'll be back over the weekend with some new exciting content for you guys. If you have enjoyed this week's worth of analysis videos, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel, comment something nice, and of course press that bell notification icon too. And if you're going to do that much, you might as well check us out on Telegram at @ApexFinServe, where you can check out all this material every single day before the market opens. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you end the week on a good green note and have a fantastic weekend. Have a good night. Bye.